Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense will have the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Play fake, Holstein. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Spins away from the defender. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Eli Holstein to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide left, it's Hendricks. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Here's Holstein to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Moving to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Makes a man miss. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Courtney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Between the hashes, it's Flores. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Holstein. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's got the tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finds the tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throwing, Holstein. This one's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Extra point here will give them the lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Again, it's Sangapolitelli. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Inside the 40. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Jaron Chiave Sangapolitelli. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Cal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Eli Holstein to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now they'll run it to the right here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. He's changing the play. Gets the back moving. Sangapolitelli. Lets it fly. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
What a grab with one hand.
I tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. JKS. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Second and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He's past the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Caught. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Cal uses its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll need a bunch on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Virginia will call its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Stopped right there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Drives inside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 12 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
The Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Cal Bears head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Reese?
Okay, Holly. It's first and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Grab behind the line. It's Hendricks. Makes the tackle.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Songo Povatelli. Rush right in his face. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm
looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Motion from the wideout. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling, down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. He's past the marker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Right side, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Here's Holstein to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Virginia! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again, or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. JKS. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. To throw, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Gibson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. Holstein. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They go play action with Holstein. Moving out to the right. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Eli spinning it again. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throwing, Holstein. Going for it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wide receiver going in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second and long here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Sangapolitelli on the play action. Flush to the left. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to...
He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Golden Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Eli Holstein to throw. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Holstein. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing, take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They're going to run it. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about